The Germans brought two dishes to the Mexican cultural table. One was a beverage, namely beer. Until the arrival of the Germans, beer was almost unknown in Mexico. Just like in the United States, the Germans became the brewmeisters. Mexicans learned to wet their whistles con mucho gusto, and especially in the United States, people of Mexican descent enjoy their brewskis as much as any Bavarian ever could. The other influence was the accordion. Mexican accordion music developed more or less simultaneously on both sides of the border. Much of what the Germans played was European folk dance music, and the Mexican musicians picked up on it eagerly. There were the polkas, the waltzes, the rodova, and the schottisch, all of European and Teutonic source. Songs such as the standard beer barrel polka are performed by norteño or conjunto bands, much as the original version. Stylistic changes, of course, are many, some subtle, some not so subtle. The music was based for the most part on tradition, but the Mexican accordionistas were to become great innovators, both in the mechanics of the instrument and in their style of playing. Accordion mechanics were rearranged, buttons were removed, and a new, more raw or ronco sound emerged. Also, the button accordion with the bass stops removed came to be standard. The accordion, which before had always been a cross between a harmonica and a stand-up piano, had evolved into something very different indeed. Add that to the bajo sexto, or six-string bass folk guitar, that had its own special sound, the que sorpresa. You have the basis for an entirely new sound, which, though translated through America from Europe more or less intact, now was intimately norteño or conjunto or Tejano or Mexican, depending on how you want to call it. Much like country western had mixed with blues to form rockabilly, then rock and roll, this new form of Mexican and Mexican-American music is now its own baby. As the Mexicans themselves had mixed with Indian and Spanish to form what is now called La Raza. And much like rock and roll would do, the conjunto or norteño sound came to achieve near total dominance in the dance halls, especially along the border in the United States and northern Mexico, but had a great influence all across Mexico, indeed. So ends part one of Tex Mex music.